1 week of racing has led up to this. 2 practice races, 1 qualifying race, and here we are finally for day 1 of the Daytona 1000. Get your food ready, everybody. Get your drinks ready as well. This is going to be a long one, 4 hours at least. The question is, are we going to get any red flags? Are we going to get any huge crashes? And what is going to happen with the top 3? Are they going to be able to pull away early on? As here is your top 3 after a qualifying race. They are the ones to qualify in the top of the field. And it's already shaking up here into the start of the race. Oh. Your top 3 for the race. They will have a 5-second advantage over the 4th to 35th place. And this will be interesting to see who will get all the way to the first checkered flag, the red, white checkered. As the field is lined up. Weirdly, but ready. It's not practice race 2, by the way. It's day 1. We have some lag right now in the area. You know what that means in these sim races. The first of the biggest sim races of 2020. Here we go. We are about to get this underway with the 10-second countdown. Already messing up early on. The 10-second countdown for the first pack. 3, 2, 1. The Daytona 1000 is underway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here goes the pack. Down the back straight for the first time. Clint Haas is leading and already up in a second place goes Chevy B Motorsports. Here comes the pack for the turn. Looks like Rich King on the bottom of the track takes 4th away. The pack is going to have to catch up to these guys as Dragon Racing goes to the lead here. Dragon Racing to the lead early on. Now Clint Haas racing back. Chevy B Motorsports is on the apron. There's a lot of lagging in between these 2 cars. Meanwhile, the pack is closing the gap though. Slowly but surely. And Clint Haas Racing once again pulling away. It's like yesterday all over again. Let's see as they come to lap 3 of 500. You can see how long these laps take. Now that we're finally counting the laps. It's going to take a bit. Here is the pack. Galactic Motorsports and Rich King are side by side in the pack. Chevy B Motorsports not far behind Clint Haas Racing, but Dragon Racing is falling back towards the pack. Coming to lap 4 here. Clint Haas Racing takes lap 4. Chevy B Motorsports is closing the gap, but is also messing up a bit coming out of the trioval actually. Clint Haas Racing in the lead of the Daytona 1000, entering lap number 5. Chevy B Motorsports in 2nd, Dragon Racing in 3rd. Then in 4th, we have Galactic Motorsports ahead of Rolex Racing. A little bit of shaking up in the back of that pack. Galactic Motorsports, then Rich King, Rolex, Hamtara, and Chevy Motorsports. So the other Chevy named team in this race is in the top 10 right now. So both the Chevy named teams are in the top 10, lap 6 of 500. Galactic Motorsports has got a bit away from the pack. Look in the back though. They are separating one by one now. The 79 car is leading. Chevy B Motorsports in the 69 in 2nd. That's the early breakaway here, but it's 500 laps. Still a lot that can happen. Klinhaus Racing. Oh, both are losing time on each other. Coming out of the trioval there on that wall. So anyways, here is the battle for the lead. It's back on now. Early on, they're not going to do a lot in these first laps, obviously. But they're still going to try and battle each other. And here they come by the camera. Dragon Racing is also not far behind. We're obviously on lap 8 now. Not far behind, but the pack is also not far behind. It looks like a lot, but it isn't. They're in a huge pack, which is going to benefit them sooner or later, as Rolex is in 4th now. Galactic Motorsports is in 5th. And Chevy Beat Motorsports is getting there. But Klinhaus still in the lead. Looking for the lead of the race, Chevy Beat Motorsports. They were not expected to be this fast. Let's go on board with them. On board with Chevy Beat Motorsports. Getting close. Is the move coming here? Looking to go to the high side down the back straight, perhaps. You don't make the move yet. They stay in the draft. Meanwhile, Dragon Racing is losing out big time. Mostly for the corners, and down the straights, he's really gaining. Oh, and we have a car stopped already early on in this race. Limpton Racing is stopped. Look out, here comes the pack by that. Oh my goodness gracious, that could have been big. And a full course yellow already on lap 10. Full course yellow is out. Oh. Full course yellow early on. Where did the car go now? It's going down the back straight now. Looks like he might have stalled it. He is back going now. Looks like no big problems on that car right now. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. As the pack has some problems lining up and gets a little bit of a push. So, yellow flag was out. There it is. So let's have another countdown here as we're going to restart on lap 13. So early full course yellow. Here we go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No advantage this time as Klinhaus Racing now has the pack behind him. Where do they? The pack gets a bad restart and looks like the top 3 is still having a good run. Chevy Beat Motorsports in the lead coming down the back straight. Let's have a little flyby. Let's hope nobody wrecks this flyby. Down the back straight. There's Limpton Racing making moves on Rich King. Klinhaus to the early lead. Lap 14. But here comes Chevy Beat Motorsports inside, coming for the corner. Can Klinhaus block? They are side by side going on the back straight. Right now, Chevy Beat Motorsports is ahead. Not anymore. Here comes Diesel Motorsports out of nowhere, taking away third from Dragon Racing with Red Bull behind him. And looks like that is Potato Motorsports or Maxinator Racing. Oh, totally wrong. That is Free Roll Motorsports in 4th now. And look, Diesel Motorsports goes to the lead of the race. Klinhaus Racing dropping back, obviously. You don't want to be that aggressive early on. Stall it or something. But they are really falling back right now. Here comes Free Roll Motorsports outside of Red Bull Racing. Not so much, though, right now. These are Motorsports for the first time this weekend, or for the first time overall this week, is finally in the lead. Finally in the lead of Daytona 1000 action. But here comes Manito FTM and another yellow car. That has to be Has to be that M&M car, 44 Sham Motorsports. Bright yellow. Oh, and here comes the pack now. For the tri-oval, you cannot tell who is in the lead right now. Oh my god, and the camera is going crazy. Here comes the pack by. Looks like FTM is in the lead right now. Flybys are very laggy right now, and we got a car into the outside wall. Hard crash on the back straight. Man, guys, we're just 17 laps in. Another full course yellow early on. And that is the 19 of Orb Motorsports. Hard into the outside wall, out of turn number 2. And that is not good. Not good at all. We're going to have yet another restart. And we're just barely 4 laps into the first restart of the race. Orb hits the outside wall. That had to happen right there just a second ago. And that car is going to be out of the race. Maybe they will be able to repair it for somewhere later in the race. We'll see. We will see. We will have a 60-second notice whenever... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. These guys are still stuck. Looks like we have one going around, maybe taking a penalty or something. Who knows? We're going to restart at lap 20. Not 21. 20. And restart on lap 20 here. Yellow flag once again out at Daytona. Early crashes here. And they result in yet another restart. Here we go. Watch the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back underway. This time the pack gets a great restart. FTM in the lead of the pack. With 34 cars left, this can still break down. Here comes Rolex Racing down the back straight, trying to take the lead away. But on the outside, Cham Motorsports and Yoshi Motorsports to the lead for now, but Rolex has the bigger run on the inside. Here comes Limpton Motorsports, who just stalled on the track in that first caution. Rolex still in the lead. Yoshi Motorsports is trying to get there. Let's see if they can do it there. Side by side for the lead down the back straight. Rolex still in the lead. Limpton is looking inside. But he doesn't get there. On the apron, meanwhile, Shy Guy Enterprises. Here's Limpton now on the apron. Everyone's on the apron coming into turn number 1. Familia Feli Racing, remember the heartbreak they suffered yesterday. Stalling off of pit road twice. That car surely had problems, and then a full course yellow came out. They were probably denied of a top 3 starting spot and a big advantage. Well, not anymore. You can see Dragon Racing right there. Chevy beat Motorsports way in the back of the field. And Klinaz Racing is still out front, though. I think. Maybe. Oh, look out down the back straight. So Limpton Racing leads now ahead of Rolex. And then Jamie Lee Racing, then Chevy Beat Motorsports is the first of the pole starters out front. Here you can see the Exalta car into second. Lap 25. Limpton Racing still leading, very comfortable, it looks like. Oh, look out. Here comes Checkered Flag Foundation, looking for a move on that 69 car in their 27 car. Oh, and look out. Here comes the pack. in lap 26. Chevy Beat Motorsports still out front there on the outside line, but here comes Shrek Motorsports on the inside line. Here comes Dragon Racing again. Back to the front of the pack, and Shrek Motorsports on the top of the racetrack, looking for the lead, can pull it off. Now Motorsports Germany is in the lead. Early on, a lot of position changes. Jesus. And there on the apron, the 79, the pole sitter. Right behind Daniel Hill Racing, who now leads. Early on, you really can't tell who is leading, can you? Lap 28 here. Daniel Hill Racing leads. Still in the front of the pack is Chevy Beat Motorsports. Still in third place alongside Trek Motorsports in fourth. Down the back straight once again. Limited Racing having an early miracle, actually. Stalling the car, almost getting run over by the pack, and then they suddenly get into the top 5. 420 Motors there, that pink car, you can't oversee that. As Shrek Motorsports in the lead right now, Chevy Beat Motorsports still hanging on in that 4-car breakaway. The first breakaway since the start. Chevy Beat Motorsports looking inside, down the back straight. Oh, and they have company from Red Bull Racing, another dark blue car, looking to make it by the 21 car of Shrek Motorsports, Yoshi Motorsports. My goodness. No, that is Shrek Motorsports. My goodness. Here on the outside, Chevy Beat Motorsports alongside Total, and they make the pass. Lap 31. Down the back straight once again. Shrek Motorsports gets Daniel Hill Racing. Gets off to a great lead, and here comes Motorsports Germany in that Porsche on the outside line. You can see that black, red, and yellow car trying to make it work with that black roof. Chevy Beat Motorsports still holding on to second. Yeah, it's a really fast car. You wouldn't think something owned by NAS would be that fast. But today, it might as well just be. But here comes someone that will spoil that party. That Toyota of Jamie Lee Racing is coming through. But always getting denied. You want to stay up front till the end, or you just want to stay in the back like these guys are. Most importantly, that Potato Motorsports it is, and Monito Racing. They know it can be carnage if you're up front. There was a 3-car accident coming out of pit road between some of the leaders, and Red Bull Racing went into the outside wall. On board with the leader. Maybe. Hopefully. No. That isn't the leader either. No. That's not the leader either. That's not. On board with the leader here. Getting hunt down by the 69 of Chevy Beat Motorsports. And look at that. The 420 car on the inside, but he slips back up. Was on the apron. That could have been a big move there. Here comes Shrek Motorsports. Right behind Chevy Beat Motorsports now. And looking for the attack through the tri-oval. Side by side, making a bit of contact. Chevy Beat is still ahead, but here comes the 92 car, Familia Efeli Racing into second place. And a lot of contact in the back of the field. You cannot do that early on. Man, that was, oh man, they're still making contact there. Yoshi and Chevy B Motorsports, or they're just working together. Either way, that just gave Daniel Hero Racing the advantage because they are holding up the pack with that side-by-side racing. And still making contact. Let's go back to the leader here. Or not. Oh my gosh. We're on lap 37. .420 Mortis now into second. Here comes the 92 car. Going down the back straight. Let's see. That is the US class leading right there. Now it's BMW's Tic Tac racing in first for the European class. Then we have two US class cars out front. Let's see who will take the overall class victory for each class here, as here's the US leader. Going for the tri-oval into lap 39. And .420 Motors is trying to take that class lead away. Can they do it? On the back straight here come two Asian cars, Toyota and Honda. And the Sham Motorsports car. None of those cars are European cars, though, in the top 10. The Pontiac of .420 Motors now looking for the move on Daniel Hero Racing, who has been leading comfortably for more than the last 10 laps. Having a big breakaway early on. Coming to lap 41. And the pack really close together here. Here's the first European car. There is the battle for the European lead. Here you can see the class names. E stands for Europe. US stands for United States, of course. And A stands for Asia. As here is that battle. Hamtara in the lead of the European class right now. On lap 42. Some runs coming from the back of the pack, but always getting stopped. Here comes another United States car, Furry Row Motorsports, in the 5 Farmers Insurance car. Where have I seen that before? Here's the lead for, here's the change for second place, actually. Hamtara into second, leading a couple of laps in the practice race 2 at the end of the race. And the battle for the European class is very close right now. Look at this coming through. United States is dominating the top 5 right now, but look at the European class trying to take the lead away. Down the back straight, side by side, and other stuff. Man, a lot of side-by-side racing here. Look at the Daniel Hero Racing car absolutely getting run over. Lap 44. Oh, and contact. It's nice to look at this. As Shy Guy Enterprises to the lead, but look at this on the bottom. Candy Racing, Sham Motorsports, 4 wide in the back of in the front of the pack. .420 Motors leading right now. Here comes Sham Motorsports. And lap 45. One car in the garage is about to make its way back out on the track in 2 minutes. Familia Efeli Racing is leading, coming to lap 46. And there is some contact. These are Motorsports back in the front of the pack. And Camaro Motorsports to the lead. As Deezer falls back once again like always. There is the 2 rivals, Yoshi Motorsports and Shy Guy Enterprises, as we enter lap 47. Side by side, here comes Checkered Flag Foundation, winner of practice race number 2. Side by side, 4 wide for the lead. Hamtra comes back through. On board once again, Shirley. 1 minute till that Orb racing car heads back out. And it's Shirley out of contention to win this. Lap 48. Oh, in the back of the pack, they're getting really angry. Hamtra falls back. Here comes the Asian cars on the outside line. Jamie Lee Racing and Red Bull Racing. Europe is trying to take over that top spot right now with the Rolex Aston Martin car. And it's getting there. It's really getting there. The total Peugeot is also not that bad right now. Look at this car. It was hanging in the back of the pack. So here comes the Orb racing car out behind the pack. Oh. Here's the leader. Oh no, we have a fan on the track. Oh my goodness. That is not looking good. We have to kick this person. Okay. I knew I should have slocked. Where is the Orb car? There it is, heading back out on the track. And we're in lap 51 right now. Of course, trying to join back doesn't work. Lap 51. Camaro Motorsports still trying to take the lead away. And there is some switch of positions. Deezer Motorsports again finds themselves up in the top 2 right now, but for how long? Till they fall back. Not trying to be rude or anything, but that's all they've been doing. They've been in the front and then they've either wrecked out or they've fallen back big time. But here it comes. Let's go on board with the Rich King car. If we can, I can't. That isn't Rich King. There we go. There is your new leader. It's the number 1. Number 1 car out front. And lap 53 here. Camaro Motorsports is not far behind. And the Maxinator number 3 car is also not far behind. So Europe leads right now, then the United States, and then we have almost another Europe car. Rich King leads for Europe, United States is that car, and it's close right now in the Asian group, it looks like. It is very close. All the 4 top 5 cars, all the 5 top 5 cars are close together all over the track. And was that a crash perhaps? Almost. Oh, it was. Then we have got a car stop. Will that be a full course yellow? That is Hamtra stop. 54 on lap 54. The field is going to come by that. They're going to see if Hamtra can get it back going. That car is having problems getting back going. Maybe it overheated in the front of the pack, and now it's gotten back going. So that is clear. Let's go back on board with the Rich King camera when we can find it. It's on the outside line. The ultimate outside line. But in the back of the pack. Lowski Motorsports, or is it Autosport? I think it's Autosport. I'm going to say Motorsport so I don't get anything wrong. Oh my god. That flyby failed. Let's try again. If the camera would stop doing that. Here goes the field by. There we go. That's a nice flyby. It was. But it wasn't at the same time. Flyby is not working right now. That is a big sad moment. But Lowski Motorsports trying to take the lead away from FTM right now. Asia, United States, and here comes the Maxinator racing car. My goodness, once again up on top of other cars, just like yesterday when Imdering wrecked. And here comes Monito Racing on the bottom. The two cars that were in the back of the field early on are now in the lead. That being Max and Air Racing and Monito Racing. But where's Potato Motorsports? Back there in that Ford. You can see that black car heading its way. Oh, that's Galactic. Wait. Lap 58. And for the Trioval, Max and Air Racing into second place. And we're just half an hour into the race, which you wouldn't believe, but it's true. There's two cars that have lost the pack. Pitting soon, lap 61 through 62. We are going to pit. Coming to lap 59 right now. Monito Racing in the lead, Rolex Racing, or Aston Martin Rolex Racing in second for now. And here comes the pole sitter once again. Can I get the camera? No, I can't. Here comes the pole sitter. Down the back straight. Look at Ferry Row Motorsports on the outside line. Trying to make it by everybody. A nice battle out front here. Lap 60. And here comes Total, but he gets denied. That was actually Ferry Row Motorsports. Not Total. Here's the Rich King car back in the top 5. Oh, and the leader trying to block almost goes around. Lap 61 through 62. And that is now. They come for the Trioval once more. Pits are open. If Hamza would try and get by. Oh, wait. Just in time. Here comes the pack. Into pit road. And we've got a lot of changing in positions coming into the pits. Let's see if everybody makes it out of the pits. Because they're all, oh, Rich King, very close. But looks like everybody made it out for now. We haven't seen yet what happens on the back of the pack. No, they all made it. So the first, they have learned from the qualifying race to not crash out on pit road. They did it twice, and this time they didn't do it. So good job by them. Hamtra heads back out. Close to being lapped. Deezer Motorsports had a pretty good time in pit road, making its way up into the top 5. Once again, they've dropped back though, the last time they were there. And Limpton Racing is back in the lead after stalling it early on. Onward with Deezer Motorsports right now, trying to make it by Ferry Row Motorsports and Red Bull Racing to try and make it into the top 3 here. Then they have Jamie Lee Racing behind, and the battle for the lead is on, and Shrek Motorsports takes it away. Free wide for second. Ferry Row Motorsports takes that away. Lap 65. And the 902 trying to make a move there. Limpton Racing. Here you can see in the back the Monito Racing car trying to make its way back up into the top 10 at least. And lap 66. Now it's free wide for the lead here. Look at this amazing battle right now. My goodness. Flybys are really bad today. Coming to lap 67. There is your leader, Free Roam Motorsports. Then we have Limpton Racing. Here comes Limpton Racing, trying outside, then inside, but it didn't work. Free Roam Motorsports countered that perfectly. And there goes the outside line. Very big run on the leaders. Clint Haas Racing still in the front of the pack. Lap 68. Here comes Dragon Racing again. Oh, and almost a wreck. Look at the Red Bull car. Almost touching the grass. And will that work? No, it didn't work at all. Back into the 5th position. That did not work at all. Coming to lap 69. Limpton Racing still in the lead. Let's just fix that real quick. All right, cool. The 902 car. Still in behind. Oh, and look out. Cars twitching all over the place. Coming to lap 70. Lap 70 here. And here comes Limpton Racing. Inside on the apron. Squeezing him. Contact made. No. And Dragon Racing, meanwhile, while these two are battling, is saying, thank you very much for letting me catch up. Side by side for the lead for the tri-oval. This could be the move. And side by side, will he lift off? No lifting. And Limpton Racing is your new leader here at Daytona. They go down the back straight once again. And Limpton Racing now to an early breakaway after taking the lead. Maybe that car has some kind of superpower after stalling on the back straight. Who knows? But you never know what happens late on in this race. We are just 72 of 500 laps today in. They are still shuffling around in the back of the pack. Did you ever want to know what it's like to be a sim car? Let's find out with Galactic Motorsports. It's surely not nice because you're in the middle of a lot of cars. Look, there's cars ahead of you. There's cars on top of you even. Sometimes there's cars under you. And sometimes there's just cars inside, outside, in front, behind. It is absolute pandemonium. Free Roam Motorsports is setting up for another run on the number 902. Will it be in these next laps as Limpton Racing drops to the outside line, getting a huge run there, but here comes Free Roam Motorsports suddenly gaining out of nowhere. And I can see Chevy beat Motorsports back into the top 5. Dragon Racing is still behind these two. Still waiting for the right time. Lap 75. Team Total moves up into 4th place. Chevy Motorsports drops out of the top 5. And Deezer Motorsports, look at where they are. You can see them back there. There they are. You just saw them. There they are. That car is not looking good right now. Is it? Lap 76. Oh, what happened there? Oh, and someone is dropping back big time. The leaders are side by side for the lead. Here's the move. Free Roam Motorsports back to the lead. Into lap 77. Oh, but here comes the move. Side by side, still close. And 2nd or 3rd place has just dropped back, letting these guys do their thing. You know there's going to be a full course yellow sometime. You don't know when, but it's going to happen eventually. And there's a car coming back there. Didn't change that yet. I was thinking. Here comes the 2 car, Potato Motorsports, into 3rd place. And they were hanging in the back of the pack. Just staying back there till now. Here comes Yoshi Motorsports and Dragon Racing back by him. And Chevy Beat Motorsports is there. Chevy Beat Motorsports is there. Oh, dropping back. Here comes the run of the 2 car, but losing out through the corners. You get that run down the front straight and back straight, but you don't get that run for those corners. Unless you're all the way on the ultimate inside line like Red Bull was. I doubt it. They go down the back straight once again. Ferry Row Motorsports leading. Slowly but surely, extending their gap to Limpton Racing. That was close. Limpton was trying it outside. And here comes the pack now, catching back up to the leaders. And Familia Feli Racing looking for 2nd. They have been strong in their first race and in their second race. So let's see what they can do here in their first official race of 2 this weekend. Here comes Chevy Motorsports. Or maybe let's just call them Camaro Motorsports so we don't get these two confused because they're both in the top 5 right now. And Camaro Motorsports is very fast right now. Very fast, looking for that move. Familia Feli Racing is still there. Let's look at what it's looking... Oh, that was a cool flyby, I guess. No, that's not the leader. Try and get the leader. No, that's not the leader. I can't believe I'm missing the leader. What is happening here? There it is. Let's see what it's like behind the leader. Asia, another Asian car, and then finally one of their kind, a United States car. Looking good for them though right now. The Asian cars are still behind. So class leaders right now for United States, it's for Real Motorsports. Then we have Familia Feli Racing in the lead for Asia, and then somewhere back there, somewhere surely, there's the team total car, the first car of the Europe class. And here is the battle back on. Lap 86. And look at the outside line. Chevy Beat Motorsports, big run. And Rolex, that's what you want to do. Drop down to the inside of the guys on the outside, and that's how you make moves right there. Nice one. Very nice. Here is, meanwhile, the battle for the lead. Side by side down the back straight, but they drop back. And the battle for 3rd now is on. That was the closest Familia Feli Racing got to the leader yet. That's the closest anyone has gotten since Limpton Racing was there. Not anymore. Oh boy. And Limpton Racing, trying to make a move. Almost got it done. You just need that little bit of a gap. You need that little bit of a gap when you try and take the lead away. You just need that. Oh, and look out. Look out. Here comes the 420 car. This is what it's like to be on top of a group. Well, not anymore. Let's look at Yoshi then. The 69 car trying to make it through traffic here. Lap 90. We're about to enter the first... We're about to complete the first 100 laps. The 9 car, having company by the 21 car down the back straight. Oh my goodness gracious. Everybody's trying to get there. Meanwhile, contact between the leaders. Contact between the leaders. And they almost go off the racetrack. They are still making contact. And around goes the Furry Row Motorsports car. No, no, no. And that was just bound to happen, wasn't it? That was just bound to happen. Oh, man. That's not good. That's not good for anyone. Familia Philly Racing, that's what it's good for. As they are about to lead their lap. Lap 92. You can just dream of that. And meanwhile, here comes a huge run on the outside line by Aston Martin Rolex Racing. And Potato Motorsports and Manito Racing, both up there. They are both up there in the front of the pack. Remember, they were way in the back of the field early on. And now they have decided to get back into the pack. Here comes the huge run by them on the outside. My goodness. My goodness. What a race so far. And we're not even 100 laps in. Here's the move. Rolex Racing to second. Aston Martin Rolex Racing has been fast, strong, unbelievable the whole weekend. And here comes Manito Racing. Outside line into third place. Meanwhile, here comes Candy Racing. All the M&M cars in one shot there. There's 3 of them in the field. That's the most, I am pretty sure, of any car with any sponsor in the field. Skittles has at least 2. But here we go. The M&M cars right now are fighting side by side. While Rolex is catching up to our leader. And we're also about to enter the second hour of this race where it gets darker and darker. There's moves. Trying to make it up there. Look out. Oh, and here comes a huge run, pushing them aside. But Daniel Leo Racing is not letting Shrek Motorsports pass. And here comes Gurley Racing for the first time today in the top 5. Chevy Beat Motorsports behind them. And overtake for second place. My goodness, we have a huge scatter in the back of the pack. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad. Still making contact in the bottom of the racetrack. Total, oh my goodness gracious. Very close. They are really getting aggressive way too early on. Lap 98. If I miss laps, I'm sorry. It just happens. There's so much action. Here comes the Chevy Beat Motorsports car. Shy Guy Enterprises is there. Rich King is there. Down the back straight. Here comes the Rolex car. Huge run. That's how you do it. Can he stay ahead? No, he can't. Not at all. He's going to lose 3 positions after an amazing run, while Familia Felly Racing says, thank you very much for the clean air. The 902 car, Limpton Racing, trying to make it back to the lead. Here comes a free wide, 4 wide battle in the back. Not anymore. Free wide now for second place. And here comes Team Stunt Power Racing. They suffered a heartbreak yesterday, stalling on pit road. The first one to do that, as we are now finally in lap 100 of 500 of day number 1. Rich King moves up into second now. Chevy Beat Motorsports is making all kinds of moves he can to get his car through the pack. And Rich King is also catching up to the 92 car. How about this though? The 902 and the 92 battling out front at Daytona. Well, it's about to happen. Here's the two cars that battled for the win all the way to the flag, isn't it? Limpton and Jamie Lee Racing. They were the contenders. But what I mean is these two, there's contact between two cars, Chevy Beat and Total. Okay, not anymore. But it's about to happen. Oh my goodness, look at the scatter in the back of the pack here. Look at the Galactic car. Let's see what it's up top here. You cannot see anything, actually. Trying to make it for the pack. I wonder what it feels like. Oh, is there more contact? Yes, there surely is. But not as much as... Oh, look out. Well, the more contact in the back of the field, the more they're going to pull away, aren't they? Here comes the pole sitter. What a move. What a move by the pole sitter. But here comes Jamie Lee Racing again. They know what it's like to win at Daytona. Not only in the Daytona 2000. And Checkered Flag Foundation, making their way into second with Candy Racing, Motorsports Germany, Yoshi Motorsports, and Clint Haas Racing behind them. Lap 102, by the way. And coming to lap 103. Here is the battle for the lead, side by side. Through the tri-oval. Moving up the racetrack. Familia Felly Racing really having company now as Camaro Motorsports, and oh my goodness. A lot of lack right now. Camaro Motorsports takes the lead away. Here in the back of the pack, we have a lot of cars that are staying in the back. We got a big crash. Big crash. And that's why we didn't see Imdoring. When did that happen? Turn number 3. That had to happen a long time ago, and I just didn't see it. But now the full course yellow is out. Nonetheless, Imdoring hard into the outside wall. Don't know since when they have been. But that is going to stop the race for now once again. That was the longest green flag run yet. As the field will make it back to the start-finish line. Imdoring, you just saw the lights there. I need to look back when that happened. That couldn't have happened like 2 laps ago. I don't know since when Imdoring has been gone. But once again, Imdoring crashes out of Daytona 1000 action. And they have been strong. They have been strong. Well, we'll see when that happened. He had to happen about 20 laps ago. Do we have any more cars? No, we don't. Well, restart lap 106? Sure. Countdown. 5 second. No. Countdown 5. 2, 1, and back underway here at Daytona. Looks like some of the pack is staying back. Don't know why they do that all the time, but guess that's tactics, strategy, all that stuff. Coming through. Tic Tac Racing on the bottom. Looking to make a move, but not anymore. They've dropped back now. As Camaro Motorsports leads. Oh, here's contact. Contact between third and fourth. They move up the racetrack. Meanwhile, contact in the back as well again. Man, a lot of contact in the back. Why do I feel like we lost 10 cars? Oh, we did! We have a big pile of... Whoa, no. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my gosh. What have we done here? No wonder. No wonder we have a big pileup. Well, I'd say we have a full course yellow on our hands. That's my fault. Well, no wonder why I felt like we lost half the pack. Huh. Interesting stuff. We lost about 10 cars. We'll restart on lap 110. Okay. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. Counting down to 5. 3, 4, 2, 1. I can't count. There we go. Better restart that time. Where are the early leaders? FTSRL Motorsports back in the front. Yeah, I'm going to give these guys an advantage because that was my fault. So they're now in the front of the pack. Familia Affiliate Racing was there anyways. Only run over at the last restart. Maxinator Racing back in the front of the pack. Last time they were there was practice race number 1. And here comes Hamtara. Finally, they get back what they wanted. An Orb is getting pushed. Lap car getting pushed here. They need to make it by that car because he is lapped. Like a lot. A lot. So, coming to lap 113 here. No, not 11. Lap 113. Limpton Racing is in second. Oh, dropping back big time, but now having a run suddenly. What is happening here? In the back of the pack, let's see what's going on here. With our pole sitter and Manito Racing. All the free classes there. Oh, here comes a big run. FTSRL Motorsports trying to make it back up. They get the chance, and now they can do it. And here comes Aston Martin Rolex Racing, but the leader, the most recent leader, looks like Limpton has taken away the lead either, or Max Nair has pulled away to a big gap. He has. He really has pulled away to a big gap. There's some contact in the back. Chevy beat Motorsports. Oh, I was going to say into second, and then they drop back big time. Well, how sad. Here is a move, though, by them once again. As FTM, no, drops in behind them. Not good. For the tri-oval, entering lap 116. Here comes Aston Martin Rolex Racing down the back straightaway. Look at that run by Galactic Motorsports. That really worked. And here's the battle for second. So that's between 4 cars right now, I'd say. And they're surely, but slowly, but surely, catching up to the race leader. Now side by side, here's contact. Here's a lot of contact. These are Motorsports making contact with a M&M car. That has to be Candy Racing. Oh boy. Suddenly, team stunned to the lead. Not anymore. Maxinator Racing outside. Here comes the inside line. These are Motorsports and FTM. Side by side, down the back straight for the lead. And here comes Jamie Lee Racing now. Lap 118. Jamie Lee Racing in the lead. Here comes Deezer Motorsports. Here's contact. Contact made a lot of contact, and suddenly, what just happened there? Deezer Motorsports had to have some kind of problem because look where they are now. Oh, never mind. That's not them. They're right there. But they're making contact with Rolex, which you don't want to do. Look at them. They're all on the apron. The whole top 5, the whole top 10 actually is on the apron. That's how crazy they're being right now. Let's set the timer to 4 p.m. local time, or 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't know what the local time is. Oh boy. The moves. Here comes the pack once again. These are Motorsports in 4th. 120. Oh, Rolex, Deezer, lot of lag. Here comes the pack. Oh my goodness gracious. And Orb is trying to get their laps back. Orb ahead of the leaders. Here comes the leaders. Tic Tac Racing in that 59 car battling the 25 car. And going by. And Orb once again, huge run, trying to get the lead lap back. Let's just see if anyone has dropped out of the track yet. Looks like a no. And Chevy Beat Motorsports, what are they doing back there? Well, that's not looking good as they are 6 wide. And to the lead, Tic Tac Racing out of Lowski Motorsports. Oh, and a lot of contact. Potato Motorsports in the front again. Oh, never mind. Never mind, not anymore. Here comes Motorsports Germany and Jamie Lee Racing to the lead. And in the back of the pack, I can see Gurley racing up on top of a few cars. So is Candy Racing. And Tic Tac Racing drops way to the back of the field. I think they were on the apron and they totally got it wrong, though. How can I miss everybody? There we go. 5 wide with Orb here. He's in the middle. He's a lap car. I don't know why they are doing that. But guess that's just the carnage that this race is bringing. Okay. There you can see Daniel Hill racing in the middle of the fray. Motorsports Germany getting to an early gap. And, oh, look out. Very close right there. A couple of cars on top of each other. And here comes a huge run with a lap car once again. It's crazy that there has not been a wreck yet. These are still in the front, though. These are still in the front of the pack. Look at Girly Racing back there getting a run, but only for a bit as they get held up by Potato Motorsports. Don't know why they didn't move. These are on the apron for the tri-oval. I have 127. Almost through a whole Daytona 500. But this is a Daytona 1000. And no, it wouldn't be 400 laps. It's just 1,000 for laps. Uh, 128 here. Candy Racing starting their chase towards Motorsports Germany. Meanwhile, into third place goes Team Total, and behind them, it's a mess. Actually, right between him, it's a mess. Look at the outside line. What a huge run. My goodness. This is surely some great racing. Let's see if we can get finally a perfect flyby. And finally, we've done it. Finally, we've gotten the flyby, everyone. Here on lap 121. The leaders side by side now. What is going to happen here? Making a bit of contact. Here they come for the tri-oval. Lap 130. Side by side. Candy Racing, no, not anymore. He had the opportunity. Here comes the Maxinator Racing car. And Manita Racing in the 35 is also there. Look at that! Look at that run! Look at that run! Look at it! Oh my goodness! But it's not going to be enough because Manito Racing is going to have a run as well coming into the tri-oval. Now everything is breaking down. And another run though. Can they drop down? Here comes Manito Racing on the apron. Manito Racing might have this. No. Yes. No. Not yet. Not quite. Now they do. We have a crash. 420 Motors has gone into the grass in turn number 3. That had to happen last lap. So local yellow for them. They're not going to be a lap down, of course, because I didn't see that. And Imdoring is still in the garage. Looks like that was a hard hit. Don't know what happened there yet. I have to look back. We are clear, though, for 20 Motors. In the grass, spinning out. And Potato Motorsports moves in a second. Candy Racing is getting these huge runs. We're on lap 133, by the way. Getting these huge runs as Monito Racing is in the lead. Getting these huge runs. Well, you knew this was never going to go right in the back of the pack. You knew that was never going to go right. It's pack racing. And it's unbelievable pack racing. It's 6 wide. Oh my goodness, who just took a jump there? That had to be Lowski or someone. Oh, where are we now? Let's go back on board with second place, please. Or third. That works too. At 135. Now we can go on board with the leader because it's close. It's close! But they also lose time. And here comes a car on the apron. The 52 of Lowski Motorsports to second place. dropping in behind. Pit stop soon. Lap 138 through 139. We're going to pit. Here is a move. Flowski is trying to get back by Potato Motorsports once again. But Potato Motorsports, meanwhile, goes down the back straight and takes the lead away. For how long as they make contact? Come on, guys. We're almost at the pit stops. Can you just calm down a bit? Calm down a bit. Look at where they are. Look at where the leader is for the tri-oval on the apron. Here comes a run. It's blocked off, though. It was never going to work. They would have just lost time. They're getting on the outside. Therefore, why we have another crash? Yoshi Motorsports, that surely happened last lap because we didn't see a car there. They get it back going. Maybe I got that on camera. Red Bull Racing is in the lead right now. Lap 138 for 139, but because that car was spotted. Uh-oh. Now we can open the pits. So here they come into the pits. And Jamie Lee Motorsports leads them down, but you don't even know who is really in the lead. Big crash coming into the pits. Oh my goodness gracious. It is all breaking down now. Everybody makes it out of the pits. At least. Where's Yoshi Motorsports? They're in between the pack, I think, so they are lapped. Maybe. Coming to lap 141 here. No. There we go. Warp back in between the leaders. Here comes the M&M cars to the lead. Oh, look out! They almost wrecked each other going down the back straight. There is wrecks everywhere right now. 2-minute notice. They're coming back out. The practice race 1 winner, Imdo Ring. Coming back out in 2 minutes. Here is the M&M cars on the bottom. 6 wide. Don't mind if they do. But they knew if they would have stayed 6 wide, someone would have gone for the grass and would have wrecked out. By the way, Limpton Racing was one of the cars involved in the pit road accident. And Camaro Motorsports is back in the fray. We're in lap 143. My goodness, it's breaking down. Here comes Motorsports Germany. Last time it didn't work. This time it worked a bit better. Look at Orp. Orp is getting these huge runs, but look at Familia Feli Racing looking to go by the race leader, Chevy Beat Motorsports. Lap 144. Coming through the tri-oval. Chevy Beat in the middle of the pack. 1 minute till Imdoring is back out, and we got 35 cars again. Interesting race here. Jamie Lee Racing back in the front of the pack. Don't lose them. And here comes Orp. Not for the lead, though. My goodness. Really losing this pack. Wait, lap 145, or did I change it, or am I just stupid? We are on board with the leader right now. Back out in 20 seconds. And these are Motorsports back in the lead. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And oh my god, that is the garage. That is the garage. I did not mean to move that. Meant to move this car as he comes back out on lap 146 out of the pits. Lap 146 now. Candy Racing in the back of the pack there. So Diesel leads. Chevy Beat is in second, and Maxinair Racing is in third. Lap 147. Oh, look out. Here comes a run by Motorsports Germany apron, and they pull away on the apron. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Oh, never mind. Candy Racing, the huge ones they always have. My goodness. I cannot tell you how they do that. Lap 148. Chevy Beat Motorsports back in the lead now. Candy Racing once again a big run on fourth. Looks like there's about to be a wreck. Oh, look out! Oh my goodness gracious, we got a huge lack in the back. This is finally gonna give an advantage to the leaders. Losing my voice, my goodness. This race is really taking a toll on my voice. Here comes, oh, Diesel Motorsports outside. No, not anymore. There they are. 'Tis second place. And the leader finally gets a big breakaway. So that's pretty good for him, for a Chevy Beat Motorsports. Very good. And here comes Candy Racing once again, the biggest, the strongest, and the fastest car on the track, I'd say. They've gotten up there about 4 times. Coming to lap 151. Free wide through the tri-oval for second place. And now lag, a lot of lag, big contact, 4 cars on top. Oh! How did they save it total? My goodness gracious, they just got shot to the moon and came back. And still more contact between Camaro and Familia Feli Racing. And Lowski Motorsports, actually. Rich King? No, not Rich King. Oh my god. Here's the back of the pack. That is the cars that crashed out earlier. 152. So that is Limpton Racing, Galactic Motorsports, and 420 Motors. As Team Stunt finds themselves somehow back in the lead. Look at that train on the outside line. And lap 153 now. My goodness. And we have about, 3 more hours of this racing. And then 4 more tomorrow. To determine who wins the Daytona 1000, who gets the halfway win, and it's all going to break down. Dragon Racing back in the front. Oh my goodness, where are we now? Coming back for the tri-oval. Can't catch one car. Okay. 154. And here comes the pack again. Team Total. My goodness. Who was that then? If it wasn't Team Total, who was that just got shot to the moon? Was that Red Bull? That was Red Bull. Oh, Red Bull. Oh, Red Bull. Lap 155. And Team Stunt fights back on the apron. They move into second. Dragon Racing in the lead now. I wonder where the 79 car is. And And Imdoring in the middle of the pack. How did that happen? That happened because of that huge lag. Imdoring was able to catch up. Every car, when they are lapped, they are 2 laps down when they crash out. So that car is still 2 laps down right now, but it can get back their lead lap sooner or later. On the lap 157. I can see the M&M cars approaching the top 10 once again, but not Candy Racing. There it is, back there. Imdoring in the 4th position right now, but they're of course 2 laps down. 158. Oh, contact between Camaro Motorsports and Total. Oh! Contact, huge crash. I think we just lost the car. I'm not sure. I saw a lot of cars get flung. Monito Racing involved in this one. And they have problems. They have a lot of problems. Chevy Beat Motorsports was involved in that one, maybe, perhaps. No, wait. They are the leaders. Chevy Beat Motorsports is still in the lead. Oh, and we've got the car stalled now. That might be a full course yellow. That car stalls forever. We don't know, but it might happen. Oh, and that car's still stalled. They might have to throw the full course yellow here. The car is not going anywhere. It's just all over the place right now. Now it's going again. Now it's not going again. It's trying to get it back going. They're going to allow it to have time to recover. But, no, not a full course yellow yet. That car is stopped, though. That car is stopped. So that car surely had contact with somebody. Let's look at the replay and find out. Oh, they get back going now. It's going for now. It's got contact. Big contact. And now the car has gotten back going again. Don't know what is happening there. Let's just go on board with the leader here, who's got a huge gap to 2nd place and a humongous gap to 3rd place. Lap 162. Chevy Beat Motorsports. Very strong car. Jamie Lee Racing in the back of the pack. In the back of the leader, actually. And lap 163. The pack, did it run into some problems? What's happening back here? Did we lose someone? Let's just see. I saw a couple of cars get flung. I don't see anything outside the track, though. So we might be good here. We might stay under green flag condition. But let's go to the back of the pack real quick. Because that was a lot of action back there, and it's still going, of course. Look at Stunned. Look at Stunned. That was a nice move. But here comes Daniel Hero Racing again. There is the battle for the lead there in the front of the pack. There is Deezer Motorsports still hanging on to the top 10 barely. but they are. So they're doing a good job. Look out, though. And look out, there's more contact now. This is very interesting racing right now. Very interesting as they're constantly swapping position for the podium here. You know, this is kind of a long qualifying race. If you get out front, look out, here's the battle for the lead though. If you get out front early on in the first day, it's like yesterday. It's basically a qualifying race. If you get out front, if you get in the top 3, you're going to have once again the advantage. Jamie Lee Racing was very close there through the tri-oval at 166. And then it faded away. That run just stopped. But here's the lead now for Jamie Lee Racing. Couldn't commentate that because I was drinking. So let's repeat that. Here is the run and Jamie Lee Racing to the lead. But now here comes the Chevy B. And no, they drop back big time. No, they don't. They were just setting up for a huge slingshot. Back to the lead. Now Jamie Lee Racing and slingshot through the outside. Now the battle's on. Oh boy. Here comes another run. Side draft. Didn't work. Didn't really work. But they tried. We're in lap 167. And 168 now. Interesting, the race that is transpiring here. Girly Racing is getting a break away from the pack here. Just looking if we've got cars outside the track. You never know. You'd never know. And Chevy Beat now drops back. You know, it's still early on in the race. Even though 168 laps in seems a lot, it's not. It's really not. Entering lap 170. Nope. There we go. In the pack. Look out. Candy Racing is back there, but that is Sham Motorsports. Oh. Here comes a big run by the Amtera car. They wrecked earlier. They were spun out. But there's contact in the tri-oval between Tic Tac. Oh, look out. Oh, man. There's still contact made. There's still contact made. Look out. Oh, my goodness gracious. The amount of impatience these guys are having. Oh, no. Oh, no. Potato Motorsports. It's the fate that many have suffered. Orp Familia Feli Racing, Klinhaus Racing, and Total. And he suffered the same fate. He goes through pit road without willingly wanting to. That is not nice. That is never nice. But what is nice is this car. Chevy Beat Motorsports is catching up to the 23. And oh boy. Chevy Beat Motorsports. What a run it has been since practice race 2, since they got out on the track. You saw them out in the front of the pack. And look at 420 Motors now making their way into the top 5. Meanwhile, Rich King is using some interesting tactics to try and make it into the top 10. Trying to go up and over cars. That didn't work though, as they get dropped back down, thrown back off. And that didn't work. Didn't work at all. Oh, 420 Motors is now stalling it in the middle of the track. Here comes Deezer Motorsports into the top 10. And it's pretty, for the first time, pretty organized. We've got a big crash, though. My God, guys, we just got a huge run. And Camaro Motorsports crashes hard on the back straight. Coming out of turn number 2. That has been a trouble spot all week long, hasn't it? It really has been. You don't think so? You're wrong. Camaro Motorsports. Well, the further they get away from the track, the bigger the damage is. That doesn't look so big. If you get all the way like over there, you're out of the race immediately. If you don't get that far away from the track, you don't get that much damage. But that car is going to be out for the next few laps. Well, not few. It's going to be a lot. We're going to restart lap 178. So almost for the first Daytona 500 of, oh my God, no. 500 minute, 500 second countdown. No, we're not doing that. Green flag back out. And the pack divides up into 2. Jamie Lee Racing and Chevy Beat. Here comes the 420 car. 4 wide for the lead, going down the back straight on the restart. Very close. .420 Motors to the lead alongside Gurley Racing on the inside. Lap 179. Speaking of the 79, where is your pole sitter? He's right at the back of the field. Staying out of problems, because you saw there's a lot of problems right now. Gurley Racing gets an early breakaway. And lap 180. Oh, and look out. Here's the move. Here's the move. Hamtaro Racing to the lead. Hamtaro Racing to the lead. Coming for the tri-oval. But Gurley Racing is going to fight back. So will Chevy Beat Motorsports. There's contact between 2 cars. Sham Motorsports and 52. Oh, and there's a big crash almost. Who was that in the outside wall? That was 420 Motors into the outside wall. Brushing it. Barely, but still. Brushing it. And here's the new leaders now. All the leaders were involved in that one. Went to lap 183. Candy Racing is making their way up there. They have the big runs down the backstretch. But speaking of runs, look at the run the pack is having. Look at Shrek Motorsports up on top of Yoshi Motorsports. My goodness, it's all breaking down now. What happened there? What was that? Chev Motorsports stalls it in the middle of the track. And that's not how you lead a race. That's surely not how you lead a race here in the Daytona 1000. Here comes FTM now. Chevy Beat Motorsports, Team Stunt, Rich King, Galactic Motorsports. Oh man. And the 23 car of Jamie Lee Racing making their way up there. There's contact between the leaders here. Will Aston Martin Rolex Racing go on the apron for turn number 1 and 2? Maybe. No, they drop him behind. Well, almost they do, though. Almost went on the apron there. Speaking of apron, though, Chevy Beat Motorsports is on the apron. Tried to make a move on FTM, but it didn't work. Lap 186 as they come by the stripe. And we're almost into lap 200. Jesus Christ. What was that stroke? Lap 186, almost into lap 200 and completing the first of 5 Daytona 500s in one race. As they come to the stripe, Rolex has taken over the lead and we're pitting. We are pitting this time by. So let's see if everyone makes it into pit row without any problems this time. Because last time it didn't work. The pack is getting a run. Imdaring trying to get it back into the lead lap. They are 1 lap down right now. Orb is back on the lead lap though. Look out! The pack comes into pit road. Very close to Big Rex. Big Rex? What's that? As we enter lap 188. Oh, and the leader almost went off there. Look out. Oh my God, that was very close. And there is a lead change out of pit road. Will Rolex still keep the lead? And Potato once again having problems with pit road. How many times has it happened? How many times? Oh, look out. Deezer is stalling out on the apron right now. Big time. As FTM goes to the lead, and here's the big runs. In the back of the pack, there's some contact between some cars. Oh, who's that? Side by side for turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straight. Oh my. Here comes Red Bull Racing. Rich King. Checkered Flag Foundation battling for second. And they are close together for the lead, but the leader is getting a pull away there a little bit. We're coming to lap 192 here. At 192 now. Rich King is right on the back bumper of Checkered Flag Foundation. And there is your new leader, Red Bull Racing. Let's see, who haven't we had in the lead yet this week? Well, I think I know the answer. Let you wait a bit on that one. Because I see the car right now. Not anymore now. Lap 193, there's contact between second and third. and they almost cause a huge crash in the front of the pack. That would have been not nice. Not nice at all. At 194 almost. There we go. And Red Bull Racing now getting away to a bit of a gap. And FDM is closing the gap to Checkered Flag Foundation. Slowly but surely. Again, once a bit organized, then not. Oh my goodness, Yoshi into the catch fence. Thank goodness that catched him, because it's the catch fence. So what do you expect? Of course, it's going to catch him. At 196. And that car is closing. Here comes the FTSRL Motorsports car back into the top 5. After wrecking out of the lead early on after contact with Familia Feli Racing. And now they are back in a big way. The pack is slowly catching up back, though, to the top 5, who have separated just a bit. There's the battle for 6th right now. 420 Motors. Oh, big contact. Big contact. Oh, look out. That could have been a big wreck. Wait. Okay, never mind. 2-minute notice. They're coming back out. And nope. I can't catch up. All right, there we go. We're entering the Daytona 500. Number 1. Final lap of that one. We've got contact, though, in the back between some cars. In 2nd place. Not anymore. Oh, look out. As they go down the back straight. Here's a little flyby. Once again, contact between 2nd and 3rd. Red Bull Racing looks like he's going to cross the line. Looks like they're going to cross the line to take the first Daytona 500 here. Obviously, not a big price for that, but it's something. Because you could say, hey, I won a Daytona 500, not in a Daytona 500. I guess. Still 3rd and 4th making contact there. That is interesting. Lap 202. Down the back straight. Look out. The leader is getting a little bit of a gap as here comes. My goodness gracious. Here comes the Camaro Motorsports car back out on the track. That's not the track. They have already messed it up. They have already messed it up. There's Potato Motorsports, who spun earlier. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is back on. That could have been horrific. Deezer Motorsports back in the fray for the top 5 spot and for the lead. As we enter lap 204 now. Oh, look out. Big run by everybody in the front. And look at the Jamie Lee racing car. Almost said Motorsports. That's, of course, wrong. Here comes Maxinator. What a run. Can he move down? Can he block? He's blocking right now. He's blocking. No. That could have been a nice run right there. Very nice. But it sadly wasn't. Imdoring back on the lead lap, almost. 1 lap down right now. They're making contact with Limpton Racing. Look out. Lag. A lot of lag. How did they not wreck yet? How did they not have the big one yet in this race? As we're on board with the leader again, who's getting a big run on basically nothing. Just the clean air. But here comes Hamtaro now, looking to take the lead away. Almost there. Almost there. Here comes the run, and there is the lead for Hamtaro. Here comes Orb now. 2 laps down after wrecking out. The first to bring out a full course yellow for an accident. Then there was a car stalled. And now we have a car stalled! Speaking of stalling cars, Shy Guy Enterprises has spun out on the back straight. And they have problems to that car. That car might bring out a full course yellow sooner or later. As we enter lap 208. Orb to the lead after crashing out early on. Never mind. Here comes Clint Haas Racing, the pole sitter. Has been up there when he wanted to. Whenever he wanted to, he's been up in the front pack. Here comes Red Bull on the outside, big run. Meanwhile, Shrek Motorsports leads. Where is that evil Tiberius car? Oh, goodness gracious. Car still stalled. I don't know for how long. We will see if that car can get back going or not. Here comes Yoshi Motorsports, meanwhile, on the leader Orb. That car is still stalled. It's going to be a full course yellow. Full course yellow is out. So when we get a new leader, the full course yellow comes out. And now the car gets back going. Oh, God. It's like racing in a nutshell. And now that car is stopped again. It's crashed. It's going to go to the garage or something at least. Going to be in the garage for a bit. Spun out. Don't know what happened there. That had to be when all those guys were breaking loose. And this time we have a nice lineup actually for the restart. So here we go. Restart on, I don't know which lap. Lap 213. Sure. Countdown of 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and underway again. Once again, the pack divides into 2 on the start of the race. Don't know why that keeps happening. Orb still in the lead. Shrek Motorsports still in second. And then it's shaken up a bit. Clint Haas not in second anymore. That's where they started this restart. And here comes Daniel Hill Racing on the outside. Lap 214. Coming back through that turn. Lap 215. And there's the change for the lead. Shrek Motorsports gets the slingshot done. Here comes the one car of Rich King. Oh boy. Contact in the back between Munito and Red Bull. Look out! They're going to have a run here. Chevy Beat Motorsports, big crash. Big crash. Total spins on the back straightaway. And we kind of got that on camera. The battle for the lead is on, though. Familia Feli Racing, what is that Munito racing car doing up on top of multiple cars? Here's the Rich King camera down the back straight. Is that how that keeps happening? We're in lap 216, by the way. Very close down the back straight. Almost a huge wreck. And it only was a spin, though. But I said big crash. It was a big crash. He was flung back all the way to the turn. Or all the way to the back straight. And meanwhile, the leaders are making contact now. Now the leaders are making contact. Huge crash on the back straight. Oh, God. And Munito. Munito once again caught up in it. Of course Munito is caught up in it. Oh, God. And now they are aggressive. Now they are aggressive. Here comes Clint Haas Racing into second after all those cars just wrecked. And that's why Munito stayed in the back early on. Wanted to stay out of problems like that. And did for the most part. And now they're just caught up in everything. Here comes the Clint Haas Racing car. Once again, down the back straight. Yo, what was that? Shrek Motorsports. And even drops down in front of Yoshi Motorsports. He's sliding down. Here comes Daniel Hill Racing. On the inside. Looks like they got that done. No, they didn't. Wow. What just happened there? 220. Don't know what happened there. They're making more contact. Not anymore. Oh, no. I see making contact there. Big crash. Oh, boy. Well, that car, I don't know if that will get back going. It's going to bring out a local yellow because it's not been getting back going yet. That car hit the outside wall. It's trying to get back on the racetrack, and it does. Meanwhile, here comes the leader by. Why do you be that aggressive? Why do you be that aggressive? Lap 221. And lap 222, of course. Oh boy. Now we've got cars stalling it. Soon the recording will stop, of course, because we are almost almost 2 hours through. That will be counting as a competition yellow. Only one in each race. Of course, competition yellow will come out whenever the recording stops. So, about 6 minutes from now. Because you don't want to miss any action, do you? And Munito leads, not anymore. Here comes Clint Haas Racing. And Shrek Motorsports is still in the lead. And look at that. Familia Feli Racing on top of multiple cars. Down the back straight, here comes Orb. Here comes Clint Haas. Here comes Yoshi. Here comes Hamtra. Here comes 420 Motors. Everybody as they go 4 wide for the lead for the tri-oval. And Hamtra is still on the apron, but Clint Haas Racing has the run. But Hamtra is going to pull this off, this move. It's going to work. And here comes Orb. Orb, big run down the back straight. Will it be enough? Looks like it will be. No, not at all. Or is it? Is it? At least for third it is. Enough for third place. Four wide once again down the back straight. Oh boy. Full course yellow could come out any second. Big contact. Oh, and the big crash on the back straightaway. Car into the outside wall. That's going to be a caution. Oh my goodness gracious. And 4 cars involved. 5 cars involved. Oh no, 4 cars involved. And 1 into the outside wall. And that is Maxinator Racing up in smoke. Oh boy. Well, that was inevitable, wasn't it? That was just bound to happen. Really was. As the leaders are going to come back by that. There was a lot of contact there. I don't know what happened. But all I saw is that car hard into the inside wall, and now we got a pile up coming into here. Let's look at the replay. And race control is going to count that as the competition yellow. So interesting right there. Well, that is going to end the race for now. With a 4-car accident. Furry Row Motorsports going down pit road with suspected damage. And I don't think Maxinator Racing will return to the track, but we'll see. Looks like Camaro Motorsports has no damage, and Limpton Racing, though, does have damage. Maybe even a broken car. Who knows? No one really knows. Well then, recording stopped, and we'll be right back here.